Right, Thursday morning, 8:15. And we're just waiting for Tony to reverse in with the tipper now, and then we're going to put a pallet of bricks on to go to the Formby job. And then I'm not sure what me and Phil are going to do yet, because I've got a meeting with planning departments on my house at 11 o'clock. So we'll get this on and then I'll have a little think. Maybe we'll just do a few loads on this. So yeah, so let me show you the difference.
It's got a little slot in it there.
It's got a little slot, so what do you reckon that's for?
It's the top ventilation.
So ventilation, so what do we do in the cavity walls when they condensate?
Yeah.
And we put those felt trays in so it escapes outside, not inside.
Yeah.
That's the same as that.
Bottom.
So if you look, they should have like drill bits in there. So see see those little bits where they've drilled. Yeah. So if there's any condensation inside the glass frame, it drops into that, and then obviously has to come out. So that's at the front bottom. Yeah. And yeah, it's been a bit of today already, hasn't it, Tony? We've got Tony's finally come in and gone to the Formby job. So obviously there was a point where I was thinking he wasn't going to come in, and I had David in Formby. I had Lewis on the way here, but Lewis the apprentice was late, and I'm thinking Tony's late, Lewis is late, and I'm thinking, do I...
Phil was on time today.
Phil was early.
Really?
Do I like teach them a lesson and say, look, go home, you've ruined it. And then I've got David in Formby who can't do anything. And then I can't afford to not get the jobs moving. But I've got a meeting at 11 with planning on my house, so there's no point me going...
Getting yourself out the way somewhere.
Yeah, so I'm thinking there's no point going the extension, and then Ronnie's off, so it's only me and Phil. And then I can't leave you on the job on your own.
Get yourself to safety, Danny.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to put a mix on and do these, and then realise we haven't got cement and we haven't got enough ballast. So I've ordered ballast cement to get delivered here, and I've just started spraying this. So we need to make 2 of these. So I've just used my little handy gun. So we're just spraying the mould release oil on, and then we'll clean these up ready. And then just that one to do, so we'll get one of each done today, and then yeah, we've got windows going in on this trailer, and I might start, do you know what, I'm going to do the trims because I keep saying it, so I'm going to go I've just took that, we've only got one ladder here though, haven't we?
No, there's another one.
Oh boss, I was going to say I took one to Formby to tamper the concrete with. So, end of the day, this trailer's going to be completely done, innit? Trying to learn from mistakes. Definitely use mould oil next time.
Definitely.
You can just see the difference, can't you, between that and that now?
Yeah.
I wonder, if I just spray them after each one, I wonder how long the oil will...
Sit for.
Yeah. Because I'll run out of that soon. I've just realised I haven't got any rebar for this. I'm going to have to try and track somewhere today that does rebar. Because it'd be good to, when we do a mix, just put all 3 on, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then once I've made 2, I'm dying to do one of them steps ones. I think that'd be I just don't know how they stay in. I have to figure that out. Oh, and I need to go to Alexander and get a forklift bars. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get some box section cut to that and we'll screw it to this. Yeah. So then, because like that now could do with 2 little cutouts at the bottom, couldn't it?
Which?
The Jersey barrier we done.
Yeah.
If we had 2 little cutouts for that, right. Just the forklift sliding.
Like an hole there.
Yeah, that's it. So I'll just put a box section on, weld it to that.
And then turn it upside down.
Yeah, turn it upside down. And then once we pull it out, it'll have a forklift slot.
Yeah.
What's the, why is the liquid white? Is it not just water? Is it like a special...
When you walk in the yard, what's the say on the wall?
I don't know.
No filming. Steel. So we put on your company profile.
If you want to get on it, just say. Yeah. I was just saying, what's like special about that? Is it like a coolant oil?
It's like oil when it comes out, but then when it mixes with the water, it goes white.
Right, it's cold. That's why I've got my jumper and waterproof on, because the waterproof like keeps it all in, hopefully. So I've just been to my house, met the planning officer. It's a new officer we've not dealt with before. He's seems quite young, and but yeah, it wasn't quite like a meeting. It was literally just wanted to take photos of it before. I don't know why. I don't think we've ever had that before, unless they've got access. Like you could see around the house previously without needing access. But yeah, we've never had planning come out and take photos before, so. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he was dead sound, the fella. So hopefully, you know, that goes through and it goes out to, you know, objections and stuff, and see what happens. But yeah, hopefully we get that, because it'd be good to have that. Not that we've got like the money to do it now, but it'd be good to have the plans passed so that we know we can start the works, even if I really just want to get the footings in up to damp proof so that we can do the driveway. But then I suppose we wouldn't do the driveway until the very end. It's like, it is non-stop, isn't it? And I've just picked up the stuff from Alexander Steel, the bits for the forklift to go in, and I spoke to, because I was trying to get rebar for these slabs that we're doing. However, I spoke to another company, What Mix, and I asked them, I said, what size rebar do you put in your slabs? And they said, we don't. We use fibres instead, and because that way it goes through the entire block, not just like where the rebar is. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So I'm gonna go and buy some fibres, and we'll just throw them in the mix and we'll just experiment. We'll do a slab with fibres in. We've done one with rebar, although we got the mix wrong, so that one's a bit of a, I don't think that's a fair representation, that one. So I reckon if we have chestnut bin, otherwise we won't be mixing anything. We'll just be cracking on with the trims and roof windows. Let me see if Phil has gone on lunch or not. So I'll go and pick up some fibres, yeah, because that's anything we can do to start improving them, the better. Let's go and have a look. Whoa. Right, so back on the yard, and I can't find me sticks for my stick welder. And we've got chestnut delivery on its way, so I'm just going to try and do it with my MIG welder. However, you know, this is the first welder I bought when I was like 16, and I was just showing Phil the difference between obviously the size of that cable and obviously the sticks that this one does up to 4mm sticks. but obviously it's better to use bigger sticks for this type of thing. These are going to be picking up the concrete moulds, but I've just ground away because what I'm going to do, one either side like that, and we've had these cut by Alexander Steel so that they fit over the forklifts nice. So just ground away so we get a nice clean weld, and I'm just going to put these on. However, I couldn't just do two, even though that's it, because this stands up. So I've got another two to do both. I can't do that one to the end because obviously we've still got to get access to that nut. So I'm going to have to do it sort of in the middle there somewhere. Let's give this a go.
This is Andrew Owens in his natural habitat with a welder and his mask on, doing what he enjoys doing.
So there we go. I've just turned this up to higher speed, max power, and I can't remember what that one does now. And I'm quite surprised at how thick that's actually come out. Now bear in mind I'm not, you know, a professional welder. I'm quite happy with that pass. And then what I'm going to do now is just grind all the little bits off it, and hopefully that'll be good enough. So Phil's just found, I knew I had loads of these, so when we said we didn't have any I was thinking, fuck me, someone's fucking binned them or robbed them, or and then sure enough Phil's found them in all the cupboards. So we've got 4 mils, I haven't given that a go yet, 3.2s and then 2.5. I've just been doing it in 2.5 because Ronnie was telling me when we use the extension lead it blows the fuse on the extension lead. So yeah, I've just give it a go, but not my best welding with that one, to be honest. It was it went a bit, I did on too high a power, it just went a bit, whereas that one was a bit of a cleaner pass. But yeah, as long as when this is done I can put my forks in there, lift it up, and I say I'm just going to weld some on the other side just to balance it out. Although I might give that a go now. I'm going to give it a go, see what it's like without them on. I am thinking I'm going to end up putting them on, but, and in the background you'll hear Chestnut delivering the stone so we can do a mix. Oh wait, don't put it in the way because I've got to get a forklift in there to the mixer. So hold on as well. Yeah, don't put one there because we've got to get this big slab bit in. Sound. Probably come more this way if you can. I'll move all that. Yeah, sound. So this time we put a bit of fairy up liquid in, haven't we? And then put it in, put the sand in, gravel in a bit slower. Oh, they're in the way. Just stick them there if you can. Yeah. And then I'm going to get him to lift another bag in for us. But that's mixing them out a lot better. And then we put it in dry. We actually had a bag of fibres for some reason. So just bang them in and we'll start getting the concrete in now. Start banging the concrete in now. Cement, sorry. Yeah. Right. Right, that is 2 bulk bags. I'm just going to start putting cement in now. So how many bags of cement? 16. Last bag of cement. we go. Let's let that mix now. I reckon it might be alright, you know.
Don't need no more water.
Nah? Yeah, I reckon let it, because that hasn't slowed down at all.
No, just wet this off the bed.
Right, that'll do. Yeah? Right, I'll get the forklift, move this, and we'll have to wheelbarrow the first one. So I've just sprayed more of the mould release oil. I need to go and get that rubber bit in, which is over here. So, there's a pin. I can't believe it, but that one pin does. One of these pins lifts 2.5 ton. Isn't that insane? So it goes on that way, doesn't it? Yeah, like that. There we go. Hey, we're flying now. Here we go. And then, unfortunately, me and Phil have got to do this by wheelbarrow. Unfortunately.
What's unfortunate about it though?
It's going to take ages until we get that propped up, and then we can I'm going to weld some bits onto this and we can lift that straight in. So just as we were loading this, wasn't it? Who did we have a visit off? That was it. That was the one I was looking for. We had a visit off the head of building control. So we used to do, he's done most of my extensions actually on my houses, and then he's obviously worked his way up to, I think he's now the head of building control. So we've had the big boss out to the yard because he said they've had like that many complaints from neighbours that, you know, we're doing stuff that we shouldn't. He's had to come out, and he's sound, wasn't he? Eh? Come out. Oh yeah, he was. He had a cut on his nose where he went out in the storm, because obviously the storm was causing loads of obviously building regs issues, and a branch hit him in the face.
Looks like he got in a fight with the tree.
Yeah. But he come out and just said, look, you know, there's absolutely nothing here for us to report about. So, you know, there's nothing for building regs. I said, you know me, I wouldn't start doing something without building regs. The amount of extensions we've done with the council now, and that's what's good, isn't it? That, as I say, if you do good things and you're normal, and eventually it comes out that, you know, like he's come there and he's like, look, yeah, obviously I know that you do things properly. So, but he's had that many complaints and stuff that he's had to come out and see it for himself. And what do you reckon he made of the yard? I know I was going to say probably he's come at the worst time in terms of mess. Yeah. He's come out at possibly the worst time, but yeah, I just explained what we're doing, and that eventually, obviously, we are going to require building regs as soon as we get planning for the warehouse. Right, we're going to scrape this off, and I was just saying to Phil that each mix we have a little bit left here now, so we just poke at it. However, we've overfilled this one, and we always end up, there's probably about a bit more than that in the mixer, isn't there? Yeah. And I was just saying to Phil about getting some, it's not worth putting is it worth putting another mix on and getting that one done? Yeah, probably is, isn't it? That one, we can just pour straight in though and leave there. Yeah. You're looking, thinking, I'm not barrowing that again.
You always...
How many barrows was it?
You're always watching the clock at 5 to 8, but he's never watching the clock at 25 past.
True, because I'm normally chocker.
Yeah. On the ball with getting to work on time, but not leaving.
That can be the thing for this week. The title. But yeah, we're gonna lift this over now, spray it with oil. Oh no, we're not. We're gonna put another mix on, And I think these are the same size. I think that's 0.6 and so is that. I'm going to measure it now. I'm going to work it out now. Cube. So if that took 2 bags, but we were just working out how much it's costing. Oh, anyway, I was saying that what we have left here, I'm going to buy some rubber moulds, even just for like pillar caps, or I don't know if anyone's got any suggestions of what we can make with these leftover cement, because it's enough to do like a couple of pillar caps or something, and then we can use them on. What can we do that we can use on here? Must be stuff we can make for here, but maybe not.
You don't want me to answer that.
Right, I'm going to work out the meters cube now. I think that one's 0.6, and I think that one is, and I think that one's a bit smaller. I'm going to work them out now. So I'm sat here about to do the next ones, and I've just looked at like how much we can buy these for. 140 or best offer, so that suggests they can go lower. 5 ton, they got 5 ton lifting pins in them as well. C40 concrete. So, oh, plus VAT. So we are, at the moment, that's just took 2 bags of ballast, and I think we paid about 60 quid for a bag. So there's 120. Then we put 16 bags of cement in, and I can't remember how much a bag of cement is now. Cement, how much is a bag of cement? £7, so yeah,
107, isn't it?
it's £7 something for a bag of cement. Well, 7 quid in if you went to like B&Q or something.
102.
So we put 16 in.
Yeah, so that's 102, isn't it?
112 plus 120 for the ballast.
Yeah.
And then
About 30 or 40 quid for my labour.
hold on, plus the pin. Well, the pin was only a few p, but the whole pack was like, plus the oil. So let's say 235. And then labour.
Yeah, I reckon you can put an extra 50 quid on that.
Yeah, because obviously we haven't been doing this all day, but
No, but between the two of us,
another 50 quid.
2 hours.
So we're at £282 a block. So if anyone wants to buy some moulds and a mixer,
Or the block for 4 ton.
or the block for...
Talking about money now, not waste. £400, yeah.
No, but in reality, we need to try and figure out how to make that lower, don't we? It's all right for the first ones, giving it a go and getting the mixers right and that, but we could do with buying, I was just saying to Phil, we could buy all this loose and it'd be cheap as. Like I could buy 20 ton of stone, 20 ton of sand, but we haven't got the facility here to mix it, like get it into the mixer. We've only got the forklift. We could set a shifter up. We could set a shifter up, but then it's just that, how long's that going to take? How long would it take to load that, do you think? It would load it at the right pace.
Me?
No, if we were on a digger and went, right, dig it onto a shifter. Maybe that's the next route then. We get 20 ton delivered. Get 20 ton delivered and mix it ourselves. I'll work out the price now if we got 20 ton delivered. But we're still not getting anywhere near 140 plus VAT. So they're paying 168 plus delivery. Even that, it was the delivery for me that it made me think of buying these, because the delivery on the amount of slabs we need and this was more than what we paid for the moulds. So I was thinking, if we buy the moulds, they pay for themselves on the delivery. Hey, that's not including the cost of the moulds as well.
What?
That hasn't included the cost of the moulds. Wow. Business is hard, isn't it? Hey?
I don't know, I haven't got one.
Business is tough, lad.
I don't know, mate, I haven't got one.
So while that one's mixing, I am just setting out the lifting line. So got 60 by 60, 60 by 60, and then again 60. So we've done it in a triangle so that when we pick it up, it's. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have to cut some of this mesh and sit it over these lifting eyes really. So we'll do that, and then I'll cut it off here. As long as that mesh is in there, along with the fibres, hopefully that's enough. We'll give it a go, see how we get on. We've got a stronger mix this time, so it should be a lot better. I'll just do a little video before. So we're just gonna get this. We worked out this one's 0.6 meters cubed. I didn't realise that was that big, but it makes sense now looking at it. That does look like a cube of concrete. This actually looks similar. We had it slightly higher, didn't we?
So what's that weight to, son?
Must do, yeah. And then we're just gonna grease this one up. So I've got the lifting eyes in place. Obviously need to put the actual rubbers in and stuff. But is it worth scooping this out? Well, we haven't chipped that little corner bit away. Let's check all this first. False start. Right, so I've put the pins in. We've got the little rubbers, so they come with these. We didn't have these at first. They thought, I can't believe they didn't ask us if we want them. So when we got them, we were like, we were trying to put them in, and I was like, yeah, they just go in there. And I was thinking, how do they stay in there? And I had to phone the company, and they were like, oh yeah, put these. Oh, did you want some rubbers? I was like, well, yeah, we bought that and that. And we've got the mix. So what I'm going to do now is drive that forward, park it underneath.
Yeah.
And
get excited with yourself.
get excited, yeah.
Yeah. Andy loves building.
I go right up to that, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
So just before
Water underneath, I'd let it mix a minute before you actually.
there is water. Go on then, mate. Put it on for a bit and we'll see. There looks enough there. It looks smoother on the outside now though. We almost need that all the same then to pour, don't we? Because that'll just come out in one now. Yeah, when you think of like what you get it from Spot Mix, that's down, isn't it? So can we go now? Mix is quick, doesn't it? Ready? As long as we just knock these pins. Gonna give that a little speed. Get it there quick. Do you want to video it?
You want your phone full of concrete there?
So we're just going to try and poke it now, see if that does the job.
You like poking things on, Andy? Yeah! That does the job, Andy!
Quite wet, haven't we?
What wasn't good?
Hold on one sec. No, not that. Don't poke that one. I'm going to trial that one. We've poked that one. I've poked the Jersey barrier. And just to get the last bit of this out now, I'm just going to fill it with water and I'm going to throw all the bags of cement in and just see whether they catch and drag it all out to here. So if we throw water in and just let it come out while Phil pokes the Jersey barrier. We only had enough to do half the Jersey barrier. Hey, that's it. It has gone halfway, it's just not level, is it? Doesn't matter if it's not level. We'll stick some steel in it. And then when we next pour it, it'll join us too. And then I'm just going to hand trowel this one because we kept trying to get it level to poke it. If this isn't perfectly level, when you poke it, it just goes to one side. So we've had the idea of throwing all the old bags of cement in. And I'll try and jet wash that as well. Friday morning and we're on the yard. Here's the slab. I mean, we've put obviously a lot more concrete in this one, however it's still a bit soft, isn't it? And then I just thought, while I'm here and it's soft, I'd sign our first Lego block. First and maybe last Lego block. Hey, I know I'm not meant to say Lego, but I'm not writing interconnecting. What was the date yesterday? Oh God, if it's not today, Friday the 13th. 12th of the 12th, 24. There we go. First Lego block. Right. Yeah, on the student job. So where are we up to? We've got roof done. Nice. Started insulating the flat roof. Nice. Labby, just turn that music off for us.
That's all first fix, just about in there.
All the electrics and plumbing as well.
Electrics is all done up to
Yeah.
here. The plumbing's 70% done. Just got to throw down the pipes for the rads, the 10mm pipes. And then we can board one side, start insulate the ceilings and that.
How much better has the Easy Choice been for the first fix?
Oh yeah.
Like, because I've not done it, you see, so...
You only got to drill through your noggins and the top of your studs.
But like, if we did another one without that, would you reckon you'd be like, oh, come on, use them again?
Yeah, it'd be more like we have now.
Yeah. Now we got used to it.
Even just like throwing through the 20mm pipe, 22mm up there, even the 15mm, you can sit in one spot and just feed it through. So then to go to pretty much every joist and...
Have we dropped down on the door?
Yeah, but... So, what is it? 210 the door, and he's done it, the opening at about 215, I think.
Ah, right.
Because that's where I landed on the brick.
Yeah, just put a trim in.
And I'd rather we'll just build out a little bulkhead or something there than have like a massive step to get out the back door.
Yeah. Oh, you passed your fence, I think, didn't you?
It's not a disabled access, it's alright. We can change the threshold.
Yeah.
Did you get that question?
Yeah, there was to be fair, there was loads that I didn't even know. I was thinking,
You know,
I didn't realise there was that many questions about windows that could, like that many regs. And I feel like a lot of them were like trying to trip you up. There was a few about the emergency escape windows. And it was like, obviously it's a 450 by 450 cube's got to pass through. However, the minimum size is 450 by 750, isn't it?
Yeah.
Window for a cube to pass through that. So yeah, I think that one I looked at and I was like, oh, and then I changed it.
But did you see like the amount of reading they gave you? It was like 10.
You get ages to do that exam, don't you?
Yeah, they had like there was 10 books you could read, and they were massive books. It's like,
Just tell us the answers that are wrong.
or at least tell me what I get wrong. So then,
Yeah,
like,
you
I
know.
could have got all the important questions wrong, but still pass.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them, but say the ones that are quite technical sort of ones. And then you're doing it, and they're like, well, that's wrong. Well, you're not going to get C.
The one I got wrong was it was like working from height, and I put like anything that you could fall off,
Yeah, so.
and I think it was wrong. I was like, so I was looking at the other ones, and they just didn't make sense. What's next on here then?
We need to get a rad on this wall.
Yep.
So the kitchen.
Oh, but the kitchen's well. As he gave you the kitchen, has he finalised it?
I'm still out there.
Because I said to him, yeah, this is what I said to him. I said, sofa here, L-shaped sofa here, table there. And I said, like, if you're sat here, like when you walk into this room, he was on about like bringing stuff round. And I said, just do like a big length.
It's going to be a bit of an island here.
Is it?
Only like 1 unit worth.
It's not worth it for 1 unit.
I think it's just to get the seats in.
1 unit. You can get 1 seat in.
2 or 3. But, so the kitchen finishes roughly about there. He said he'd probably put like a massive TV there.
Yeah.
You get to get a rad on that wall as well. So I think we should just put it like under the stairs.
Under the stairs, yeah. Just covers it, doesn't it?
They've got to get one onto that wall.
Yeah, you'll have to do it in chrome, yeah.
I was thinking, we're all like running pipes, but we need 25mm insulation over that anyway, so you can just run the pipes on the joists and insulate around it. I'll have to I'll probably run 15mm plastic to it, then a chrome elbow, it's a chrome pipe.
Yeah. I would do. I don't like using plastic into metal, so I would do 15mm coupler into copper into a chrome elbow. Only because I've been to so many call-outs where that's where.
Yeah.
Whereas the couplers into copper are fine, but it's when I've been to so many call-outs where they've gone plastic into, even with an insert. I don't know whether they just over-tighten it. I think you can over-tighten them and it causes problems after a while. Right, sound. Let me get to this other job. Anything else while I'm here?
But we can always shower trays now. To 1100s by.
So what have we got here? We've got shower room downstairs. They look massive, don't they? They're long. And because of the height. Oh, can I take that? I'm going to mark out where the sockets are for the extension job.
Is it, they do 1100 by a metre?
Have a look on eBay on the listings. I'm assuming so, yeah. I think they do because they do 900, don't they? I don't know if they do a metre. Have a look.
Either way.
They should do.
Just say they come off the wall a bit.
And then what you're going to do, stud that wall off the back for the pipe. Yeah, that's why that one's a bit further forward. Nice. All right. I'll see you soon. So we're back on the extension job, and the plan today is we've got a steel that's getting welded into there to here. So we're gonna the joists run that way. So what we can do is we can prop this joist, and upstairs I'll have a little look. It goes brickwork. Sometimes it's either a single skin brickwork up to the loft, which the ceiling joists are sat on, or it'll be a stud wall. But either way, by propping these big thick joists that sit into the wall, we can prop that little wall as well for just while we get this steel in. So we're gonna move this bit of the kitchen now, just pull the top off, unscrewed out the wall. So I think it's just in that corner it's connected. We're gonna move that out. Do you wanna take the drawers out? They're heavy. Yeah, definitely. Put them in, and we're gonna today we're gonna get this steel in, and let me show you around here. We're gonna get this steel in, and we are gonna knock this wall out and obviously that wall, so when they come in they'll be able to see the kitchen. And we've done that bit now, so that's watertight. We need a second coat on it, and then we can board this bit and board this opening, and then this house is watertight then. So you look from here, it'll be all this space open for them for Christmas. That's the plan. And then we've got some gutters, we've got some down pipes to fit, and then that'll be all the soffit faces and down pipes done. So let's get propping the floor. Right, so I'm wondering whether we're going to have too much to level this out, but we'll see. Actually, we probably won't, you know, by the time we lift the flags up, because you're going to have hardcore underneath that. You can't just
throw it on soil.
Yeah, but yeah, look at this now. This will be the day where, like, at the end of the day, they'll open the door and be like, wow, because they'll be able to see the extension sort of. It's full, looks massive there, doesn't it? It is, it's good. And then what we'll do is we'll probably take everything out and set the kitchen up somewhere here, and that way they'll be able to see the full potential of it. I'll have to disconnect this rad once we start taking that down. See how we get on, just me and Phil today. Yeah. So as you can see, we propped this floor, and in doing so, these are the floor joists, which are then holding obviously the brickwork above them up. So we've got 3 acros, bit of wood, spread the load, and then we can now take this wall away, and then we'll leave a little nib, put a padstone on, and then we'll sit the steel into here and weld it in. That's the plan.
Aye, pal.
So I've just come down to Beasley and Filed, and you're not allowed, we've got padstones on the job, but they're too big and you're not allowed to cut them. So I've had to come and buy one that we're going to stand up that way. So it's obviously going to be overkill. It doesn't actually need a padstone, I've just done a calc for it. But hey ho, let's get this and get back the job. So we've got obviously the steel ready. We just placed the pad in for now, so we're going to get the levels. However, it's the same size steel, however it's a lot thinner. So when you hear me talking about steel sizes, so that steel's a 203, 203, 52. So that means that it's 203 from that distance, 203, that distance, this is a column, and then it's 52 kilograms, which tells you how thick it is. This one is a 203 by 102, and it's 23 kilograms, I think. So you can see the thickness difference between that and obviously that one. But I need to notch it so that it sits into that steel. So this is actually 203 exactly. So we need to take the thickness of the top, I can't remember what it's called now, top of the I-beam, take that bit off, and then this will fit in, and then we'll weld it, and when we get cleats, they're called. So it's like an angle iron, an L, and then we weld that to the inside, and that way it's not going to move. This is like massively overkill for what we're doing. I actually should have ordered a smaller steel that could have just sat on that one, and that would have been fine. But I think when I was ordering them, it just, to me, I just try and keep everything symmetrical and the same. So 203, 203, just so the boxing in and everything's the same height. That's what I was thinking, but yeah, this will be overkill for what we're literally holding some floorboards up and like a stud wall above. On.
Okay.
Don't fall over, lad.
Falling for you, Andy?
What was happening before was this was tripping the electric, and it's because this is 2000 watt. However, it's not a slow start. You'll see some of the grinders when you're ordering them, you'll say on them slow start.
It's making a clicking sound at the electrical box every time you switch it on.
Breaker. That's the breaker saying that you're using more than 16 amp.
Yeah.
Like in like a fast go.
Mm.
So hopefully this stays on, otherwise they'll have to go and reset it for me.
Has to go back to the electric box.
But this one just comes, you'll see when I press this, it just goes straight away to 2000 watts. It just goes, yeah. I prefer the other ones because it's better having a bit of a slow start.
They ease you in a little bit, do they, Andy?
Yeah. prefer being eased in, Phil. So we got this off, and you'll see I've also notched the little corner, and that is because the way these steels are manufactured, obviously they're hot pressed into like an I-beam shape. So obviously they melt the steel down, put it into like, to be fair, I don't know loads about it, but I've seen obviously videos where they'll put it in and then they'll push it through, and obviously it'll form this shape, and it's rolled into this shape. But that bit's obviously got a curve on it, so you can see that end. But if we were to like try and push that in, look, you won't get a. So if you notch, you have to notch the corners like that, and then that will sit in flush then, and we'll get a nice weld on it. So while I'm here now, I'm just going to grind these bits off so it's ready to weld. So we're just trying to get the steel in. However, this tiny bit of timber's in the way, so I've measured the steel as big as I can. And what we're going to do is just notch this bit out, and then we'll be able to get it in then. So we've set the laser up over there, and we've got it with the bottom of that steel, and then we've come across, worked out how many bricks we need under the padstone, and then we took the padstone out, and what we've done is plonk a load of mortar on top of the steel. And then what we're going to do now is Phil's going to lift the steel up, squash it against all this mortar underneath and the joists, and then we're going to I'm going to squash the padstone in underneath the steel, and then we let that go off, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap. And then I've got to weld obviously that side to the column. So as you can see, we've got it in, we've got it laser level. Let me show you that side. And then so you can see the laser here, that side, and the bottom on that side. And what we're going to do now is go.
I'm going to scarf in the garden.
Go on. Take some bricks with you. Exactly. And then let me get a bit more light here with my little head torch. There we go. So I'm just going to put a weld here, and then we're going to have like L plates ones. But actually I need to go and look at my van if I've got them.
Which?
The cleats. So I've got my little static arc welder. I bought one of these, and it does up to 4mm, and Ronnie was laughing at me. And then he was like, nah, as soon as I got the box, were you there for that? You went with us then, were you? I got out the box, I went, I've got a 4mm welder to Ronnie. And he went, oh, boss. And I got it out, and he went, what is that, lad? He went, don't even get that out. He went, put it away, lad. He went, send that back, lad. And I was like, why?
Bought one off you, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he used it, and he went, hey, orders one of them, lad. Oh yeah, I was just about to say that this is actually the gas pipe, and it's probably a good thing that they're getting it done, because you can see all this corrosion around it. Look at that. So
That's not what you want, is it?
it's probably a good thing they're getting the extension done, because we'll get rid of that. However, as I'm welding right next to it, I've just turned the gas off, because you never know what could happen, right?
We're going to take videos.
I don't enjoy it. It's not enough work.
You don't enjoy standing around?
No, I don't enjoy standing around, Andy, you know.
I can't see shite here.
I'm sure you will when it lights up.
Look at the things. I've got my arc on zero. Oh, I'm never going to be able to weld the way it is,
Why is that, Andrew?
because
It's all plugged in.
I haven't put the clamp on. So electricity goes from this. If I was to do that now, it'd spark.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Did the spark by itself then?
Let's see.
somebody. Ooh. Hopefully I'll be able to see once it's fixed.
Yeah, once it lights up.
Yeah.
Woo! It's like Christmas.
Change the settings on the fucking match because I can't see crap.
What does the mask have settings on it?
Yeah, have a look. Yeah. So, yeah. I haven't got my head torch. I'll show you. So see, so you can have a delay and then you can have sensitivity. So I've got it on low. So let me change
Higher that up.
that to high and I put a little delay. And let's see if, I might just leave that there while I'm, see if that helps as well. So I've got the first pass on it.
Oh yeah, we can see that from here, Andrew.
That's got the best zoom on it, that camera.
Zoom?
Yeah, zoom.
Ah, I'm not good with technology, Andy.
No worries.
I wouldn't know how to zoom.
Oh, that's better.
It's better there.
That's better there. There you go. Even Ronnie would be happy with that.
So you're giving a 10-year guarantee with it?
I'm giving a 20-year guarantee.
He wouldn't be happy with it because there's a big gap at the top.
The music police are out, so we need to get rid of this rad, and obviously it's not going to stay in the middle of the room. So
Totally radical, man.
I'm going to, I could go and get like a freezing kit or something, but instead I'm just going to cut this and try and get a thing on it.
Cut it and cap it. Oh, he wasn't as fast as what you thought, Andrew. It wasn't slow, like.
Not a little bit.
I think it just shocked you to begin with. Here we go again.
Why are you enjoying this?
Round two.
Just a cap.
Come on, cut it and cap it, lad. Ready, steady, go!
Only a little bit of radiator things on my hands.
Ah, yeah, all right.
Smell it.
You got glasses on?
Yeah.
Music killer. And here we go. Look at the size of this extension now. So, didn't have time. I say, if Tony would have come in today, we'd have had all this clear, wouldn't we?
I imagine we would, yeah.
Hopefully. You can see we've got the padstone in, steel, so we'll leave them acros in over the weekend, take them out, and then... Oh, lad! what was going on here? And then we're just going to see about boarding this up. Although I'm going to speak to the company because the glass is here for this. So I don't know whether this is an aluminium frame, whether they've got that. In which case, if we can get that in before Christmas, it'd be even better. And then we've just only got to board this up. Because we could order the insulation and bang some insulation in there for them so that it's actually, you know, warm in here. If we can get the roof window in. Oh, there is one cut, a bit smaller in height. Right, that's it for Friday. Early dark, look at that.
You haven't got it boarded up yet?
We might as well stay and get rid of some crap, mightn't we?
Yeah. Might as well just camp here somewhere.
So that is it for this week's episode, and obviously the time I'm editing this now, it's 7 in the morning on Christmas Eve, so nice festive background, we just on the tree. I'm in work today for a bit. I'm going to go to the yard and tidy up with Gaz for a bit, but we'll if you are enjoying the channel, you've got another week's episode before we officially hit Christmas, obviously tomorrow. So if you are enjoying the channel, please do comment and let us know. I know there's a few bits health and safety wise. Someone mentioned the other week about putting scaffold up for the single story roof, and it's something that I'd personally sort of, because we just took all the scaffold away to be able to like finish the roof joists off, and we need to pull the flags up and level all the bricks and stuff. So it's like, it's one of those things that I used to not, we don't do it, but we will start doing it. Obviously setting scaffolding up for small lifts. So my mindset's changed now from, you know, is that safe in my opinion, my experience? And obviously my experience is very limited compared to why all the rules and health and safety is out there for these obscure accidents that I don't think will happen, but like they do happen, and that's why we have these bits. So I've started changing my mindset from, you know, what's the odds of that happening, to like, if I was to faint now, would I fall off the roof and obviously seriously injure myself? So the YouTube has sort of helped us, you know, improve that side of things. So yeah, you'll see from now on, even when we do the single story extension and stuff, that we'll just start using the scaffolding. I mean, we've got it, so it's not a big thing for us to start using that instead of trestles and ladders. But yeah, please do keep commenting, even if it's, you know, constructive criticism. It's all good. And yeah, if I don't edit the video for the last week just gone, have a good Christmas, and yeah, keep watching.